scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is
hey, let's go. Great morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. Great morning, King Corey. Great morning, I am Anetta. Great morning. Let's go.
It's my spirit.
Hey.
Well, fire away.
Oh.
'Cause today
Oh.
don't let the
Hey. Hey.
we are going to see through the bed.
Let's go. Great morning. Turn the energy up. Hey. That's who we become. Hey. I want to let them. I know that. Let's go. Roll it up. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Great morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Hey. I am brand. I am Bruce. I am who I'm meant to be. Great morning. Hey. It's Wednesday. Hey. 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 Oh. Hey. 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 Oh. 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 This is me. Great morning, Queenie, Queenie. I see you. Hey. When the sharpest words want to cut me down. Yes, yes.
I'm gonna send a bird, gonna drown a man.
Yes.
This is brave, this is Bruce.
This is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Great. More. Nan. Kenya McMichael. Great morning. Great morning. Supermom. Great morning. How are you? Great morning. Lovely Leah. Love Leah. Great morning. Who else is here? Somebody is requesting live already. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else is that? I'm seeing so many names. Sandcapers, good morning. Ah, man, I am excited about today. Today is Wednesday. Today is Great Morning, Marquita. I called you for something. I forgot what it was, but I called you. What else? If I begin to start sweating, it's because I have on this shirt, right? You know how when you go shopping and you try to be fashionably loud. I went shopping one time with Stormy, and I remember buying this shirt, and I was like, "Oh my God, this shirt is crazy." I think we was in Orlando, and I put it on, not knowing that it was one of those kind of workout sweatshirts. Instead of the sweat bags, Nike made a sweat bag shirt, but it was just made of some other funny kind of material. When I put that shirt on for like 5 minutes, I began to start sweating so much, thinking that I was doing something big. And I just realized that it was a workout shirt. So I'm going to keep this on because I got my gym clothes on this morning. And a lot of y'all should have y'all gym clothes on this morning too. Ready to begin y'all day. I don't know if y'all saw my last post. And I was, I'm randomly picking through my pictures that I've taken to try to figure out what to say sometimes. And today was like one of the hardest days for me because I didn't know where my energy was. I didn't know where I was going to begin to pick up. So I saw a few pictures and I said, well, let's talk about this today. How can we educate? Because see, a lot of times when we're making our posts, we have to realize that we are educating people that are following us. We can't always be making a post to where we're just looking good, or we can't always be making a post to where we're just trying to snap on people. We can't always make the post to showing the money that we make. We can't always be the same. So I decided to educate the person that will come up on my page today. And of course, it's going to definitely show because it may not get a lot of likes like the other photos do. And that's only because sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. People want to hear or see the false pretenses of everything that is going on. People want to live the dream. People want to live the fantasy. People want to live in a reality of their own. And what I mean by that is that some people know the truth, but they don't want to hear the truth. Some people know the truth, but they don't want to hear the truth. There's a lot of us, we hear it every day. It is important to detox. It is important to be healthy. It is important to do all of these things. And it just goes over our heads. So when I made my post this morning, I was like, what to say? Because I'm holding a handful of money that will, quote unquote, attract everybody, because everybody loves to talk and hear about money. But how many people love to talk about being healthy? Like, seriously, how many people truly would put the effort and energy into being healthy than it is to go to their jobs, their 9 to 5s? And I was like, damn, that is so fucking true. Like, we would really, really work our asses off, become unhealthy, and then look around and be like, man, I wish I would have worked out when I was younger, or I wish I would have took that energy and that time to go and be healthy. I wish that I had done all of this when you had the time to do such, but you decided to put more time and energy into the money than into self. And I think that that is a true statement that a lot of people need to understand. So the question before we get started goes out to you. Where are you putting all of your energy? Are you putting your time and your energy into your health? Are you putting your time and your energy into your health and your wealth? Or are you putting most of the time into your wealth? See, because we have to really, truly understand that without being healthy, you can never be wealthy. You can never be wealthy. Wealthy meaning that, you know, you have all the success and you can't spend the money because of the simple fact that now you're sick, you're in the hospital, you caught a heart attack, all of these things that occur in the middle of you on your journey. Well, there was something that I was getting ready to say, but it just slipped my mind. But we're going to just move forward today. And I want to say great morning to everybody who is on the show today. I have a message for a lot of us today. And today's message is, drum roll, drum roll. Can y'all see it? So y'all won't think I'm making this up. I know my handwriting is a little scratchy on this board, but it's not really scratchy in real life. Oh, I forgot the S. It's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. It's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. As I got to the board and I was writing, I had already knew what I was going to talk about today because I was in the bathroom getting ready and I could just hear it going in my head. And I know that there are a lot of people that are online this morning where they are going through some things because my energy told me so. And I just want to be the one to bring the word to you that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. See, because a lot of times we get so caught up. Hold on a second. Oh, that's right. Good. All right. We get so caught up into the pain that the situation may bring. We get so caught up into the asking whys. Why is this happening? I'm such a good person. Why is this happening? I don't fuck with nobody. Why is this happening? What do I need to learn? What do I need to learn? What do I need to learn? That's the question that you need to be seeking and searching in the middle of you going through what you're possibly going through. And I know that's really easier said than done, but I can almost guarantee you that when the situation wraps itself back fully around 360, you will get the answer that you're looking for. And I say that to say that there was a lot of times that doors may be shut on you. There's a lot of times to where situations may not work out. There's a lot of times to where you may just find yourself going up a hill, but falling back down that hill. Going up that hill, falling back down that hill, Robert. Going up that hill, falling down that hill, knowledge be free. Going up that hill, falling down that hill, Stephanie. Only to realize the reason that you didn't make it up that hill was because you never got the information that was for you. You were so busy going up that hill, beating yourself up the whole time, saying that it's my fault that this is going on. It's my fault, or it's your fault, this, that, and you're always looking for a fault, but not even realizing that you're going through this to get the lesson for it all. Why are you going through these things? Maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is you, and you're not going through this because you're supposed to be hurt. You're not going through this because, nobody likes you. You're going through this to learn from this. Y'all repeat after me. I am going through what I am going through to learn how to make it through. I am going through what I am going through to learn how to make it through. All of this stuff is not a coincidence. Getting up on this live right now this morning to hear this message is not a coincidence. All of this stuff that you are experiencing and growing through, because everything you're doing, you're growing through it. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. It's going to make you stronger. Whatever it is that you're growing through, it is going to make you stronger. Look how those doors were shut in your face and you didn't get that job. And when you had that job, you thought that you was going to keep that job, or you thought that you were going to get that job, and you didn't. And you thought that it was all over for you. But something happened in the middle of that timing. Something happened in the middle to where then you understood, it's a good thing I didn't get that job. It's a good thing that didn't happen for me. It's a good thing that we did fall apart. It's a good thing that all of this stuff began to roll out, because as long as that stuff began to roll out, you started to play the tape in your head. You started to get the understanding. You started to realize that it wasn't happening to you. It was happening for you. I was thinking about one of my friends, right? I'm gonna tell you a story about two friends. Two of my friends, they don't know each other, and I talked about one before, but I never talked about the other one. And I thought I had a picture up here. I did. One of my friends, like my ace boon coon, and I believe God gave me this insight to where I can easily come off to people like I know everything. But that's not the case. Here you go, right here. It's my friend. Let me show y'all. Some of y'all know him. Some of y'all don't. And he always seeked advice from me. And I would talk to him and I would tell him about the streets, would tell him about life, the same way that I pour into y'all in the mornings. And he wasn't from the city of life, meaning like he wasn't from the city. He was from the country, and he started learning the city. And when he started learning the city, everything began to start going so fast. And it was like as soon as I was there to make sure that he was walking through of what the things that he should have been doing, he was fine. Until he stopped listening. Then started going down a bad road. Started being introduced to the drugs, started being introduced to the wrong crowds, started being introduced to all of the things that we spoke of previously. All of the things that I had been put in place to help him to understand. And then he died. Another friend that I spoke of used to talk to him, tell him the same thing. Listen, you need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. I'm not trying to be your mama. I'm not trying to be your daddy. But here's what you need to be doing because you're doing a lot of stuff wrong. I can see the end and the beginning. Telling you, he starts hanging with the wrong crowd, starts hanging with the wrong people, goes to jail right before the pandemic. When he goes to jail before the pandemic, he comes home, he calls me, he's like, bro, what's good? Man, I just got out of jail, this, that, and the third. He's telling me his whole situation. He's been caught with a gun charge. He has this going on. He has this. I told him, I say, listen, you need to sit down. You need to stay home. It's not good right now. He said he was going to listen. Next thing you know, I get a phone call from Anaya telling me that he had got killed. We have people in our lives that we listen to, but we don't listen to. I believe everything is warning before destruction. Everything is warning before destruction. We have this gut feeling inside of our souls. So when we know what we're doing is wrong, what we're doing is right, what should we be doing, and all of these things, we have to start learning to listen. Because when we don't, we got to pay the price, unfortunately. But most of the time that we're going through these things, Renegade G187, is because we're supposed to learn from these things. You can't keep going through the same thing over and over and over and over again, not getting the hidden message. And most of the time, the hidden message is you. It's me. The hidden message is you. Is that you may be the problem. The hidden message was me for so long. And I'm talking about me. The hidden message was me because I didn't have personal development. I didn't understand certain things that were going on in my life. I didn't understand why certain people's actions were, this about me because I didn't understand who I was. I didn't understand why I was attracting the same kind of people in and out of my life. It wasn't them, it was me. I was inviting them in. Nobody can come into your life. Just like those scary movies where you see the devil and all of that stuff. The devil can't get in if you don't invite him. The devil can't get in if you don't invite him. He can knock at your door all day long. And what do we tell that devil? Devil, you better go on. Can't get in if you don't invite him in. If you don't invite the negative energy in, it can't happen. Everything that we do has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Everything that we do has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And we have to understand that. I need to see some questions today. It is Wisdom Wednesdays, and I want to see some questions from those of you who are in the business. Great morning, Della Banks 69. Great morning, Mr. 305 Live. Great morning, Nisi Zaza. Great morning, great morning. I want to see some questions. I don't want to talk y'all head off today. I'm just going to be honest. Nikki from Blood Clot Overtown. Lip 57, great morning. You say, come on, I'm talking good. I don't want to bore y'all. Am I boring y'all this morning? Because I could just take some questions. Because I don't want to go too deep with it. I don't want to say, oh, he think he know what he talking about. He always preaching and saying this stuff, and he get on my nerves. It's just too much talking. You know, I don't want to do that. Am I speaking the truth, or am I making it up? Am I speaking the truth, or am I making it up? Am I boring y'all with what I'm talking about? Because this is serious. Life is not a joke. Life is not a joke. Like, life is really serious, and we have to start identifying. We have to see. Great morning, Trina. We have to identify, and we have to see certain things. And sometimes you see that the stove is hot, and you still put your hand on the stove. We see that we're heading down the wrong direction, and then we keep going. Chandra, we keep going. Bianca, we keep going. Della Banks 69, we keep going. We just keep going. We don't even noticing the red flags. We just keep going. We think it's nice, and we think it's sweet. We think it's okay. We laughing, and we having so much fun until the fun turns to pain, until the fun turns to tears, until all of these things begin to happen. But let me say this. This is where, hold on, let me fix this. This is where, in this moment, is where you now say to yourself, all this shit is not happening to me. I can't be just getting evicted. I can't just be losing my house. I can't just be losing my car. Like, all of this stuff is happening back to back to back to back to back. All of this stuff is now starting to be a rotation of bad luck, some of us may call it. We may start calling it, oh my God. It's not bad luck. It's not bad luck. It's going to feel bad. But it's happening to you for a reason. It's happening to you for a reason. One, to test your strength. How much strength do you have? How much patience do you have? It's going to test your strength. It's going to test your patience. And it's going to test your judgment. Strength, patience, and judgment. Strength, patience, and judgment. I got to write this down. Strength, because I'm going to break this down for y'all. Patience, judgment. Wow. Strength. How strong you are when going through that situation. How strong are you? Because when you start to go through stuff, you can be very, very, very weak. Very weak. Weak to the point to where now you start giving up fully. Watch this. I'm gonna take y'all somewhere. Watch this. Weak to the point to where now you're running to drugs. Weak to the point to where now you just want to throw in a towel. A lot of us just wanted to throw in the towel plenty of times, but we kept going. A lot of us threw the towel in and had to reset and start over. A lot of us threw the towel in and still on the sideline. A lot of us threw the towel in and still sitting on the sideline. But it's going to test your strength when you begin to start going through this stuff. It's going to test your strength. Then your patience. How much patience do you have? How much patience do you have? Because you're going to start feeling like ain't nothing good going to come about. You're going to start feeling like, damn, where's this going to happen from? Where am I going to, where am I going to come through at this point? How am I going to come through at this point? When is it coming? Why isn't the success happening right now fast enough for me? Why isn't this not happening for me? I done lost everything. I lost my relationship. I lost my house. I lost my car. And now the success ain't coming from me. I'm putting in all of the work. I'm going live every day. I'm talking to people about my business. I'm really putting all of the energy that I'm supposed to have into what I'm doing. And why is it not happening enough for me? Why? Why do I find myself crying out to God every night that I go to bed, asking him to grant me and to give me all of this stuff that I need, and he's not listening? Why? Because it ain't time. It's not time. It's not time for it to happen. It's going to happen when it's time to happen. And that means don't give up. That's why you got to hold on to that strength. Because if you let the strength go, you already done failed. So when you're going through something and you holding on to that strength, guess what's going to happen? Your patience will be tested. Your patience is going to be tested. Then your judgment. Your judgment. After your strength gone, you ain't got no patience. Then now you making wrong judgments. You making wrong moves. Everything you doing is wrong. You think that you headed to the finish line, but the finish line that you looking at is a mirage. You're not even strong enough. You don't even have no patience. So how can you make good judgment? You can't. You're thinking emotionally. You're thinking in the moment. You're not thinking it full through. That's been my word for 2021. Think it through. Listen, I don't know, and I never ever wanted to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it today. I don't know how many of y'all know how to play chess. And I'm not just talking when I say play chess. Chess is a game of life. And if you've never played, I really suggest this year you learn how to play. Because when you start learning how to play chess, when you learn the pieces on the board, how to play chess, you start really realizing, like, hold on, wait a minute. This is not just a game. This is for real. This is not just a game. When you're moving the pieces on the board. Some of y'all really, really big and successful. Some of y'all got the best jobs. Some of y'all got this going on. Some of y'all got all of the money, but you don't know how to play chess. You don't know how to play chess. You don't know how to play chess because you're moving all of your pawns when your horse is supposed to be doing all of the work. You done opened up the floodgates, and now I can see your queen. Ooh, that rook that you got, I'm about to take that. See, you got to understand that everything has to be thought through. Everything has to be thought through. You're not thinking it through. You've moved all of your pawns. I'm all in your house. Your queen is gone, and I'm standing right there. My queen is all the way in your house, and you have no moves. It is checkmate. The game is over for you because you didn't think it through. You were just moving pieces because you were emotional. You were just moving pieces because you were weak. You were just moving pieces. You had no patience. You were just moving pieces because you didn't think it through. Your judgment was all wrong. So now it's game over for you. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Think it through. And I always find myself thinking things all the way through. My whole 90 days is thought through. So y'all thinking that I'm just coming out here with these pictures and that I'm doing all of this. No, love. These pictures have been thought through. Everything is thought through. When we say that you have to now be intentional, you got to think it through. I was almost about to miss what I was doing, being emotional. I was about to miss what I was supposed to do for my future, being emotional, because I didn't want to do something and because somebody couldn't do this and da-da-da-da-da. And it was just like, oh God, I don't want to do it no more. How many of us can attest to that? To where we've been put in a situation and we know we're supposed to be doing something. And then now we're pissed off and we're mad at them. And we don't do what we're supposed to do for ourselves because we pissed off and mad at somebody else. And we start thinking emotionally. And we start making the wrong judgment. And then we become weak. And then we lose patience. All of those things worked hand in hand. Everybody's saying me over here. Everybody's saying me over here. Della Banks got her hand up in the air. Let's see what Facebook and Twitter and all of these people are talking about. Queenie is over there clapping. You got so emotional that you forgot about your business. That's how, like I had to learn that. I had to learn that. You cannot get emotional with your team members. Listen to this. This is the number one thing right here. I swear to God, I want y'all to hear this. I've seen people so emotional in TLC that they will walk away from their check. I ain't doing that. Y'all crazy as fuck. Y'all crazy as fuck. You emotional with somebody, and then now you start promoting your business. Now you don't want to make the $1,000 a week that you was making because you got emotional. Now you don't want to go hard no more because you got emotional with your coach. Really? That says a lot about your character, ma'am. That shows a lot about your character, sir. And then it goes back to what we told you in the beginning. Everything that we do is psychological, numerical, and duplicatable. The psychological part of it is that you quitting. And we know you quitting because you mad. We know you done gave up because you upset with your coach. We understand that already. We know that. It's psychological. We already figured that part out. Everything that we do is psychological. It's not a joke. It's a chessboard. We're playing a game. We're playing a game. Everybody that steps foot in TLC, you're now playing chess. If nobody told you, I just bust the bubble. You're playing chess. And you're playing your own game. And your own game means that you have to checkmate, which means you have to get to the 6 and 7 figures. You have to break the generational curse. You're moving too slow on the board. All you're doing is pushing pieces, and you're not thinking it through. You haven't even thought or decided to say, I'm going to move this piece because I'm going to slide this piece out here, and then I'm going to move this piece to back that piece up, and you have your strategy. You don't even have a strategy for building your own business. All you do is get up every morning and just go to work. You get up every fucking morning to go clock into a job, but you say that you want to be super successful. You don't even put the time or energy into your own fucking business that could really take you to the top. If it don't make sense looking at me and you say to yourself, I can do this, you got to be the biggest fool I've ever seen. You got to be one of the biggest fools that I ever seen. Me having a background, me being right next to Coach Stormy for all of that time. And it took me almost 6 years to get it, but I got it. Some people was coming to me, pulling me to the side saying, damn, you right there next to Coach Stormy and you ain't made the money. You ain't made that money that like what she making? And I'm like, no. They like, why? And guess what? I used to go home and I used to ask myself, why? And the truth was that I was still into the 9-to-5 mindset. So the psychological part is I understand who has the 9-to-5 mentality because I had it too. I had that 9-to-5 mentality. Fuck that. I ain't got time to do TLC. Just pay me $400 a week to take your pictures. I'm not selling no tea. I am not about to talk about no NutriBurst. I am not finna hold no goddamn soap talking about you could buy this from my page. That look corny as fuck. That looks so corny. Nobody is gonna like me. They're gonna look at me and say I'm broke. Bitch, I was broke. Talking about they're gonna say I'm broke. I didn't have no money. I didn't know where my meals were coming from. I didn't know where money was coming from. Listen to me. Eviction notice on the fucking door. But I was so in myself, not thinking it through, didn't want to make a post about some tea. I didn't want to make a post. It was going to water me down because I'm telling people that I'm a Billboard music writer. And then they're going to start saying that I'm broke and I'm not really making the money that I'm supposed to be making. But bitch, you rather go home and be miserable in your bed because you posting all of this good stuff and then you ain't got no money. How that match? How that match? How does that match with your life? You're posting, you're pretending to have this big, beautiful life. You're buying clothes and then you're acting like it's all of this, but at night you're laying down in the bed and you're trying to figure this shit out. The psychological part had me stuck. So when I identify with other people, I already know what it is. I know what it is. I just let them talk. I don't try to push people and say things that will offend them because I don't know how to come off and sugarcoat stuff. Like, come on, bitch, you need this money. Come on, nigga, you need this money. For real. You want me to lie to you? You want me to, well, you need to make some money. And see, the thing is that once we get it in our minds that the success may not happen overnight, because I don't know who you may know. You may know, listen, it's just as simple. Can y'all see this? It's not happening. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Listen, this is how simple this shit is. And I want to make sure this little computer can see too. Let me show you how simple it is. I'm not going to put no names on the board. I'm going to show you the simplicity of building a quick, fast business with this company. And we're going to get back into, this is you. That's you. You don't know two people? You don't know two people? If you don't know two people that will join you in business, I already know who you are. You don't fuck with people. People may not fuck with you. Or you don't have no successful friends. You don't have friends that trust you. You don't have or you do not have the understanding of what you're talking about when you talk about the business. I already know because it's psychological. So if you can't make it past this part, I know who you are. It's psychological. Then let's just say you got two people. You pushing the pieces on the board. You know that you got two quality people. My mom and because my mom, she worked at the hospital. And then I got my girlfriend. So I got my mom and my girlfriend. Watch this. I'm going to show you how this shit is done. Your mom loves you, trusts you, and has friends. A lot of friends. Your girlfriend is a hustler and go-getter and knows a lot of people. Right there. Your mom trusts you enough, she went and told Deborah at the job and told Kim at the job. You are out of the equation. You're not doing nothing no more. All you did was tell your mama, and they went and got those two people. Your girlfriend, she knows a lot of people. She went and got two people. You're not even in the picture no more. You wake up. Everybody is getting a two. You earning $5,000 a week. Simple. Because everybody doing what they supposed to do. It's psychological. So when we know when you ain't putting in the work, this shit is too easy. We think it too much that we can't get to the next page. It's simple. The number one thing that stops people is because they always say, oh my God, I gotta sign up so many people. How many people did I sign up? Two. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. The strength, the patience, the judgment, all of that's wrapping around while you're trying to figure out why it's not happening for you. And some of the times that it's not happening to you or for you is because you do not believe. Your belief is so shot. All you do is talk negative and don't even realize you're talking negative. It's not going to work. If you said it's not going to work already out of your mouth, it's not going to work. If you told yourself that you can't do this, you won't do it. You'll be stuck where you are. because you've already told yourself that you can't. That's the strong part about having strength, about having belief, about knowing what pieces you are moving on your board. What pieces are you moving on your board? How many of y'all are really thinking it through? When I used to hear them say move intentionally, I swear to you, I didn't understand what that meant. The words used to go over my head. Y'all got to start thinking it through, everything that you do, every person that come into your life. Why am I giving you the check? Why am I checking you off as friend? How are we going to help each other and not just me help you? Because we're going to find a lot of that. People are going to want to just take, 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 but never give. Never give. Why are you moving those pieces on your board? Did you think it through? How are you going to get into that house to checkmate? How are you going to move? Oh, this is a good one. In order to play the game of chess, this is really, really good, what I'm about to say. And I really want y'all to go take a chess class and learn, because I think that this is what opened me up when I used to sit at the table in that jail cell late at night. The phones are off. We ain't sleepy. It's Saturday night. They done turned the TV off. Matter of fact, they done took the TV out the cell. That's how it used to be. They used to take ours. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's the first time I heard that word quarantine. That's the first time I heard that word quarantine. I thought that it was during the pandemic, but that's a lie. I heard that word quarantine when I was in jail. Interesting. And we used to sit at that phone at the table. It was a table made of concrete. And we used to play chess. They taught me in jail how to play chess. And I swear it used to be the worst feeling ever if I moved the wrong piece, because you got people who can see the game all the way through and they looking at you laughing real loud because you don't even see that you're about to get checkmated. You don't even see the setup that's happening on you. You don't even see it happening because you don't know what pieces to move. And let me tell you this. When you start off playing chess, it's very important to know which piece you are. When you start moving your pieces on the board, which piece are you? Are you a pawn? Are you a pawn? Are you a pawn? Are you being used? Are you being used? Used to get eight so that another person, listen, y'all better listen to me. I ain't making this up. This shit is real. Somebody is thinking it through. Somebody is thinking it all the way through. And I pray that it's you. Can't be getting emotional. What piece are you? Are you a queen? Are you a queen on the board? And let me tell you something what's so powerful too. What's the powerful part is where Now you have to corner off the king. And it's just the king bouncing around. And the king can only move one time, one space. The king can only move one space, but sometimes the king get the job done moving with the queen. What piece are you? I want to leave y'all with that. And I want to leave y'all also with this too as well. Everything that you're going through, stop being emotional about it. It's not to hurt you. It's not to hurt you. You lost your house. It was for you to go get a new house. It's for you to go through that journey. I know that sounds so easier said than done, but I'm telling you that because I walked that. I never gave up not getting a house. You lost your license. You can't drive. Remember I told y'all the story about when I was in jail? The African man brought me outside and he said, Reginald, what is wrong with you today? Something is wrong. And I said, I just was thinking, man, I'm going through all of this shit. And I'm about to get ready to get out. And when I get out, I don't know how I'm going to go make money. He was like, what are you worried about? I said, I'm not going to have a license. He said, a license for what? This is what he told me. Y'all listen. He said, license for what? I said, to drive, to get around. What you mean for what? How am I going to make money? I'm not going to have license for 5 years. He said, Reggie, you are a king. You have to think like a king. I said, what you talking about? He said, when you think like a king, you don't have to worry about driving a car. Someone will drive you. I say, somebody gonna drive me? Yes, you are a king. Someone will drive you. You don't have to worry about the car or the license. Your brain is stuck on something that is not going to hold you back. I said, but I don't understand what you're telling me. He said, go back into the woodshop class and finish your artwork. You are a king, and don't you ever forget it. And I said, all right, I'm a king, and I'll never forget it. And I went inside of that class, and I finished my piece, the piece that I left, to mark my space in that I was there, because I was thinking it through. For everybody to see that piece that came after me. Because if I could do it, they could do it. And when I came home, I'll never forget, Trina called me and she said, you ain't got Uber on your phone? I said, what is Uber? What is that? And she said, Uber, where they pick you up and take you wherever you gotta go. And I was like, damn, you kidding me? So I don't need no car. And she was like, no, boy. All you gotta do is put the money in the bank on your card, and now you could get around. And that's when I realized. That's when I realized everything that he had told me. And that's when I started changing my thinking after that point. I realized who I was. I realized that if I would have kept my thoughts on that small thing, that I would have stayed in that same mindset. And I had to also realize that it wasn't happening to me. It was happening for me. It was happening for me. You all are kings and queens on the board. Nothing less than. You all have to start thinking it through all the way through. You got to now start seeing the end in the beginning. Everything ain't coming to hurt you. What looks like hurt or pain, or feels like hurt or pain. What it is, maybe a test. Maybe a test to test your strength, your patience, and your judgment. Thank y'all for letting me share this morning. Thank y'all for letting me share this morning. I feel good. I feel great. And y'all already know the slogan of my show. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but most importantly, we always learn. We always learn something. We always learn something.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Great morning! It's Wednesday! Hey, hey, let's go! Hey, oh, listen, man, y'all go build y'all business, man. Go build your own business. Build your own business. Be healthy and wealthy at the same time. Go build your own business. Stop waiting on somebody else to pay you and pay your motherfucking self. Yes. Same time, same place tomorrow. Right here. I'm excited. Woo. Listen, we about to go meditate with Coach Stormy. Love y'all, but I gots to go. Bye. Bye. Get off. Bye. Bye, MGC bosses. Bye, Reginald Saunders. Bye, them go-getters. And bye, Queenie. Love you so much, and thank you for getting on.